In times like this, it is very important for us to remember history, as well as what it means to be in a death cult. Most religions, for example, are a form of a death cult, because the whole point of their ideology is to look forward to the end of the world, because then you will go on to this utopia or whatever. The ultimate goal is the end of all life. But I want to specifically, of course, talk about the Trump supporters. I had to go to the hardware store to get something to fix a broken door. And there was a guy there with a shirt on. I couldn't read all of it, but it said something on the back like, "No matter how divided our country is, something, something, I'm proud to know that I'm on the side that's fighting God's fight, something, something, something." And it had a big old American flag on it and whatever, so you know it was a Trump-related thing. Because as of course, they've hijacked the American flag for their nationalism and their hate. They're like, we're all patriots and we love America, when really they're just doing the same thing they did in the 1930s and using their patriotism to turn into nationalism and use it against everyone. They're trying to make it seem like you're not patriotic unless you follow these horrible people. And of course, the less intelligent, gullible rubes fall for it. But there's one easy way to know that you're in a cult. It's when you suddenly think that God is on your side. Now, historically, throughout the centuries, almost every side of every war has claimed that their God is on their side. Because nothing strengthens morale like thinking your imaginary friend is looking out for you. But people have to understand the historical significance of using religion in order to control you for negative purposes. For those who have never picked up a history book, I really only need to mention one case. In World War II, the Yazis had belt buckles that said Gott mit uns, which means literally God is with us, or God is on our side. You can be the most horrible people on the planet, doing the most anti-Christian thing you can think of. Like, exterminating millions of people. And you can still claim that God is on your side. That's exactly what the Trump supporters are doing when they think he's the second coming of Christ, and no matter what he does, no matter how many crimes he commits, no matter he gets found to be a sexual predator, he gets found guilty of fraud, he is still the one thing they care about. They don't care about the horrible things he does or that he says. They don't care about legislation. They don't care about the rights he's going to take away, the prices he's going to raise, the inflation he's going to skyrocket, the unemployment he's going to skyrocket, the number of people who will die from losing their health care under him, millions of which will be veterans. They don't care about any of that would actually make them a patriot. They think being a patriot means following their cult leader. Because to them, their cult leader has replaced their God. The only thing that matters is the dear leader, nothing else. Which is why, especially when Donald Trump is the furthest thing from a Christian you can get, they will still consider him to be the greatest thing in the entire world. And the sad part is that a lot of these people, absolutely nothing will bring them back to reality. They will still follow him years after he expires, because they've attached their entire identity to him, and they don't even know who they are without him. That, my friends, is a cult.